Hi class, and welcome to Module 3. In Module 3, we are going to be talking about topics and main ideas. And it's really important in reading to be able to identify the topic of a passage or a chapter and then look at those main ideas. And so keep in mind that a topic is typically one or two words. It's not a long thought, it's just one or two words is the topic. And then a main idea is typically stated in the form of a sentence telling a little more detail about what the topic is discussing or the point that it is conveying. So what I'd like to do is walk through this PowerPoint showing you some examples. We'll look at a passage and then we'll identify the topic of that passage and then also identify the main ideas. So let's look at our first passage. Let's read this together. Not too long ago, when you went to the supermarket to pick eggs, you mainly had a choice between a few brands. But nowadays, consumers are faced with a host of choices when purchasing a carton of eggs. There are eggs from cage-free chickens, organically grown eggs, and the traditional farm-raised eggs. So, in looking at this passage, the main word or the main topic that I recognize is that we are talking about eggs. So our main topic for this passage would be eggs. But then as we look at it, what is the main idea that is being conveyed? Well, we see that they're talking about going to the supermarket, what they used to buy, what they can buy now. So what if our main idea, what if we could state it in a sentence? Consumers today have more choices in purchasing eggs than in the past. So we've taken our topic of eggs and we've broken this passage of several sentences down into one sentence that contains our main idea. So I'll give you just a few moments to look at that. Let's look at our next passage. And remember, we're just trying to find that one word that will identify what the topic is about. How much sleep is necessary to maintain a healthy lifestyle? Many people say they need at least 8 hours to feel refreshed in the morning. Researchers say the amount of sleep one needs depends on the individual. Some can thrive on as little as 6 hours of sleep, while others lag behind if they sleep less than 11. So one of the key words that I keep seeing over and over in this passage is the word sleep. So that is the topic. That is the one word, the main topic of the passage. And so looking at that, I can see from reading they're talking about how much sleep people need. So maybe we could construct a main idea from this passage as a sentence. Researchers say the amount of sleep one needs depends on the individual. And if you will notice, that particular sentence is taken directly from the passage. So again, the main idea is researchers say the amount of sleep one needs depends on the individual. When we take an idea directly from a passage like we did here, this is what we call a stated main idea. And it's called this is because it's actually found in the paragraph. So again, when we have the words taken directly from the passage, we refer to that as a stated main idea. Okay, let's look at our next passage. This one's a little bit longer, but let's see if we can find the topic that is being discussed. Mad cow disease is a fatal brain disorder caused by a prion, which is an abnormal form of protein. Prions influence other proteins to take on their abnormal shape, and these abnormal proteins cause brain damage. Mad cow disease is also called bovine spongiform encephalopathy, or BSC. The disease eats away at a cow's brain, leaving it full of sponge-like holes. Eventually, the brain can no longer control vital life functions, and the cow literally goes mad. And then we have where this information was taken from. So, looking at this particular passage, the key topic, the main couple of words that I keep seeing over and over would be mad cow disease. So again, the topic of this passage, those one or two words for this passage would be mad cow disease. But what is the main idea that we are trying to take away from this passage? Perhaps the main idea could be mad cow disease is a disease in which abnormal proteins eat away at a cow's brain, causing it to go mad before dying. So we've given the main idea of what mad cow disease is and what it does to the cow. We haven't gone into the specifics of how it's caused, but we've given an overview. So again, we have our topic, the one or two words, and then the main idea and overview of this longer passage. So I hope this little introductory video gives you some idea of the difference between a topic and a main idea when you're looking at passages. And hopefully it will help you be able to work through the next folders that are in this module. In Module 3, make sure you work through all the folders. There's a quiz, some vocabulary word sets, and please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions.